What's your word? Is your word your bond? How can you apply self-transcendence on a practical level? Watch this video.
I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumedh Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Today I'm talking about the power of self-transcendence and how you can use a word to actually get you into a specific state of mind, in the zone, tapped in. I was watching an interview with Logan Paul and KSI. I know they fought in the past, and I've been watching this podcast for a while just because it's a bit silly, but there's little nuggets of gold in a lot of the interviews where he interviews people. And one of the interesting things is when KSI was fighting Logan Paul, he had this word in his mind, and it was legacy. And when Logan Paul was fighting Mayweather, he had this word in his mind, and it was immortality. So both of these guys, when they're fighting, they had a word in their mind that kept them moving forward. KSI was talking about how he used to eat lots of junk food, right? Order Chinese takeout. But then his diet changed when he had this word in mind, legacy. And that was the brink of his transformation. Now, I've experienced something similar with the word flow. Whenever I feel stuck or stagnant or something is bothering me, I go back to that word flow, and I really start to heal myself on a whole transcendental level. Now, I've been doing this subliminal program for a while. It's only been like 5 days or so, but I'm already seeing the benefits of it. Now, last night I created a subliminal on my other channel, Shellism Tones. Some of you are familiar with that channel. It's a very big channel. It has like 2K followers. And essentially, what I noticed is I made that chiropractic frequency because my mind was telling me that I needed it. And the next morning I woke up with this intense neck pain. Such a bad neck pain, maybe I pinched a nerve, maybe something happened, maybe I slept wrong, whatever it was a reminder. It was a wake-up call for me to adjust my posture. Now, I've been struggling with my posture for a while, and alignment and being, fully in my beingness. Now, I give myself lots of mental imagery to help me through this process of correcting my posture, like a helium balloon pulling me up and these kinds of things. However, at the same time, I notice that my neck pain exacerbates when I'm not in a good posture. So right now I'm in a good posture. It's not that bad. If I get into another posture, it starts to feel that soreness or that muscle tension, okay? So I'm sure it's gonna go away in a while. I put an ice pack on it this morning, and I'm just moving through it, healing myself. But I think it's an important aspect throughout that process. When I woke up this morning, it's interesting to note that I used that word flow to get myself back into a rhythm of my day, right? Where I'm recording this video right now and sharing it with you guys. So I think it's very, very important for anybody listening to have one word that becomes a theme or a motif of your life, okay? If your life was a movie, what genre would it be, okay? Now, in the course Writing Reality, we had different people talk about different genres, right? Eddie, if you're listening, brother, you had that mafia genre, right, of movie. A playful genre. I know that Kenny, you're really inspired by the Joker, right? So you had that genre. I know Jason recently joined the program, and he also has another particular genre. I see him more of like a martial arts warrior type of vibe, right? So in any case, different archetypes for different people. Now, Ryan G, if you're watching, brother, your archetype was action comedy. I thought that was very, very appropriate, for the type of lifestyle that you want and what you're creating. I thought that was very self-aware. So if you're watching, that was awesome, bro. You guys know Ryan G from Genius Days if you watch these videos, right? This is so important to notice that this is what is happening, all right? Once you have a theme in your mind, not just the movie genre, but a word that signifies your life, a word that makes you feel that this is all worth it. This is my mission, this is my life, this is something that is going to transcend my self-image. We all have words like this, words that give us extra flow state, extra energy, extra momentum. For someone, the word might be God, or the word might be truth, or love, or beauty. Now, these are all grand concepts, right? They're very grand concepts. They almost surpass the self. This is why I'm relating it to self-transcendence. And if you go to any kind of psychology course, in your life, you're going to come across Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Now, as you know, Maslow, right before his death, he did a lot of interviews with Echelon Institute, different churches, right? He went more of a spiritual route. Not a lot of people know this, but I think the textbooks are going to be changing in the future to really start to administer and understand what he was talking about. What is beyond self-actualization is self-transcendence. What is self-transcendence? It's this ability to drop your own sense of self in order to contribute, help, show up, be of service. And essentially you almost see this almost like a charity. I don't want you to think of it like, oh, I'm just doing charity, I'm helping others. It's more of a crumbling down of the self so that you can have much more momentum, drive, productivity. Okay, that's how I want you to think about it, because at the end of the day, we are ambitious people. We are people who are looking forward to something. We have that anticipation moving us and getting us towards our vision and what we're trying to create. We are the manifestors, right? We are the creators of our own reality. We're not the victim of our circumstances. So start to understand this, okay? It's a very powerful anecdote that I'm sharing with you on this video. So what is that word for you? How can you begin this word search? Okay. First of all, just go through a dictionary. Like, I love just looking through a dictionary and notice which words pop out at you. And you're like, oh, this is an interesting word. I haven't thought of this word before, right? Once you gain much more of a vocabulary, you'll start to find that there are these nice words. And maybe you like how a word sounds. Do you like the word evolution and how it sounds? So whenever you reach some kind of crisis moment or a moment where you're stuck or you're feeling stagnant or you don't feel enough energy, you think of the word evolution. And you just tune into that energy. And it's almost like the way that JJ and Logan described it in the podcast. It's almost like going Super Saiyan mode. All right, this one word can get you into such a state that transcends the current way that you're being. So maybe you've overeaten one night, you binge drank one night, maybe you feel really bad one night or one day even. How can you have a word that will break you out of that curse or that feeling of stuckness? This is what I'm talking about. So what's your word? What's your word, and is your word your bond? If your word is your bond, you are going to allow that word to take on a life force, a power source of its own. Now, a lot of people, they have the word tattooed on themselves, right? Like, for instance, I have the word inspire. That's an empowering word for me, because the word inspire means in spirit. It's the start of the intro, guys. You get what I'm saying? I'm inspired in spirit. That's the start of the anthem to these videos. It's one of my songs, by the way. Now, a lot of you have an idea of what this word already is. I don't need to tell you what it is. A lot of you are listening to this and they're like, yeah, I know what the word is. They're like, it's gratitude, man. Gratitude is what keeps me going. That's fantastic. Now, how do you apply it? I want you to actually apply this word the next time that you feel stuck. And see what it makes you do. What action does it make you take? How does it make you shake off the rust? How does it make you get over the hump? How does it make you channel that word and that energy into your lifestyle? Hey, maybe the word is lifestyle, okay? Who knows? But I don't want you to just pick any average word. I want this word to give you power, that when you read it, when you see this word, you get a hit of energy and endorphins. You get this feeling of like, wow, I love that word, man. If I could have my life defined by this one word, it would be that. I know some of you are already feeling this and tapping into this word as I'm telling you, but I really want you to emphasize it and start to construct your life around that word. Make that a theme of your life. So if it's flow, my life needs to have more flow in it. If it's inspire, guess what? That's the mission. I need to figure out ways to inspire myself. If I'm inspired, I'm not feeling fatigued. I'm just not. I don't feel laziness. I don't feel, stuckness anymore. If I'm feeling inspired, I'm feeling expansive. I'm feeling an influx of energy. I feel like I can go on forever. So find that word for you. Give me some ideas in the comments below if you have your specific word and you want to emanate that and you want to appreciate that word a lot more in your life. Maybe it's time you started appreciating it more and actually adopting it into your day. So have an incredible day. I hope this video gave you a new reference point. May the flow be with you and stay legendary. Let's get it today. Boom.